Hi Flosstube, welcome back to my channel, NBC Stitcher. I'm Matt and this is Augie, and this is a YouTube channel where I talk about mostly cross-stitch stuff. Flosstube is the corner of YouTube where cross-stitchers talk about cross-stitch and other needle arts and that kind of stuff. So if that's what you're here to learn about, you're in the right spot. If not, well, maybe stick around or whatever. But this is going to be Flosstube episode number 33. And today is Monday, October 4th, 2021. And it's been a little, well, probably about 2.5 weeks because of last time I filmed, I think on a Thursday, and then I didn't get or I am filming on a Monday after a busy weekend. I did film something last night, but I ended up not trying to upload it or anything because I just wanted to redo some stuff, and I wanted to put some stuff instead of waiting on it, and so we're doing this again. But first of all, let me say thank you to everybody that has subscribed and liked and commented on my videos. I appreciate it. Those of you that have tagged me or messaged me on Instagram, commented on my post there, also appreciate it. Today was the day that apparently everything on Facebook, somebody described it, Facebook banned the world, and actually a cross-stitcher, that was, at least that's where I saw it, that was Imogen X Stitch. She mentioned that in our, in something, and I was like, yeah, that seems accurate. So today was the day where we didn't have access to Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp or other Facebook products for 5, 6, 7 hours. It's kind of a long day that was kind of weird because of that. But anyway, so thanks everybody. Last time I had just got to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just still around there, like 1,005 or something, I think the last time I looked. But I'm doing a giveaway for that. So stay tuned. It will be a little later in the video. And we'll go through all of that. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, so first of all, I have, hold on. I need to do some other Flosstuber shout outs to some great people. Just some people that have given me shout out recently, or, or I've been watching recently, and so I wanted you to know about them as well. First of all, I want to start with Beth, the Desert Stitcher, and all of these people, their channels will be linked below. And she had just, she has been on Flosstube for a while, but she had not done a video, I think maybe since this summer or June or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how long it had been before she came back, but she just did a video a couple weeks ago and mentioned me in her video. It looks great. Her video is great. You should go check her out. She is doing Forests of Sumatra and has a great combination of fabric and colors that she's doing. So go give her a watch and check out what she's got. I also want to give a shout out to a relatively new Flosstuber. His name is Ashley, and his channel is Yas Stitch. He is from the UK, and I think he has 3 videos now. And so great Flosstuber. He has a lot of different things, and he's just, as you can tell from his title, he is funny. So go give him a check out and try him out and see if you like his Flosstube as well. Let's see. They probably don't need people to give them a shout out, but EJ from the Sunshine Stitchers mentioned me and my friend Kate. We're doing Cleopatra and referencing the skin conversion that we're using for Cleopatra. And so I want to say thank you. Sunshine Stitchers are they are a group of 3, for the most part, stitchers in Florida. Gary, Shelia, and EJ, and they have been doing videos for over 2 years now. Well, actually 3 years, because I think they're 155. And they're great. I've been watching them, not since the beginning, but when I did find them, I went back and binged everything. I didn't watch it when it was live at the beginning, but I have seen pretty much everything. They do their videos like Saturday. They come out like late Saturday, early Sunday, so I usually catch them on the weekend. And they tend to stay up in my group of people that I watch all the time. So go give them a check out if you haven't already. Gary is also Gary of Garon Totem Bags. Ronnie is the Ron part of Garon, and Garon Stitchery as well. They have an online needlework store, and okay, bye Augie. Whole thing that they've been doing for a while now, and it's great. Ronnie is also a stitcher, but relatively new, and so he will make appearances on their videos as well. So go give him them a watch and enjoy them as well. The last one that I want to give a shout out to is Vicky Stitch and Button. She is one of the moderators, people that runs the Virtual Stitchers group on Facebook, and she is a Flosstuber, and then she also has a store where she sells project bags that she makes, needle minders, all sorts of stuff. And she's a Facebook group for that as well. And so, okay, your nails are going clicky, 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 which I'm sure is not helpful for people that are listening on with the earphones. So, or headphones. So yeah, Vicky Stitch and Button. She also has a dog that may make some sounds during videos, Gunner, or at least he does during Virtual Stitcher sometimes. But go give her a watch. She is great as well. She does all sorts of projects, some full coverages, some mirabilias, lots of different things. She's great. Go give her a watch and a follow as well if you haven't already. Okay, so I have, I want to do that at this point. Okay, so I have, it's kind of a little bit of plans at this point that before I get into what I've been stitching, and that is to talk about the new AutumnLaneWitcherySAL that myself and Nitya of Daybreak Stitchery are going to be starting this month. The plan was to start October 15th, but I know Nitya was very excited to go ahead and get started now that she has her fabric, and I'm also pretty excited. So we may be starting early. We may both be starting early independently of each other, or we may actually talk about it. But I will definitely be stitching on it on the 15th and then posting about it. It may be a start. It may be I'm continuing to work on this. But the idea is we're doing witch-like or spooky patterns from Autumn Lane Stitchery. We are starting 2 new patterns, but you're more than welcome to do something you've already got started, and then just use this hashtag. It's hashtag AutumnLaneWitcherySAL. So just like Stitchery, but change Stitchery to Witchery, and then Sal at the end. So we are doing that. I purchased quite a few of the witch patterns recently. I've already have potions and spells going, but and I'd kind of thought about doing Lunar Witch. I've got a really good piece of fabric for it, but at Expo they released Bewitched, which is this pattern. See, which is gorgeous. I loved this and immediately first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, I need to do that. I was still working on the Dark Queen. And so when I knew, okay, yeah, I need to do this, I've got several other Autumn Lane patterns going, and they are dense stitching. Oh no, you're not ready. Okay. I can't, can you decide? No, you can't. Alrighty. So I'm doing Bewitched. The called for is like a gray fabric, and then it's a lot of blues, black, oranges, and I'm doing things a little different. I'm going to be changing her hair to an electric blue color. I'm also changing her skin tone to a darker tone. I'm using actually 2 of the colors from Cleopatra, but I haven't put those on my floss ring yet. So this is the called for flosses. This is the DMC. I just haven't, I don't like bobbinating, so I cut them and put them on floss rings. And I have changed how the length of my floss over the time period that I've been doing this. And so some of this stuff came from Stash where I had cut it pretty short, and I don't do that anymore, but I want to use it, not just, you know, buy a new skein. And the fabric I've chosen is 32 count linen in opalescent from Be Stitch Me. And it's her Galaxy fabric. This is one of Brandy's space themed fabrics. So it's gorgeous. And it is opalescent, which you can see some of the shimmer on it. It's really pretty. I checked, and all the colors that are going to be towards the outside of the image you should be able to see all of them. So I'm not worried about it, that this is a little bit different than the gray. There's some blue in this, but it's not the main color. And yeah, it's a gorgeous fabric, and I am very excited to do this. I think I could do it on about half of this, but I'm not sure the direction that I want to do it. And so we'll see what kind of colors I want to get in the fabric. So so if this is your fabric, this is the called for, you can see that's going to be gorgeous. It's definitely going to work. Okay, there are a few other things. So let's see. So the first part of my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I am going to be getting a copy of one of the Autumn Lane Witchery patterns and send it to one of you. So if you are wanting to join us in the Autumn Lane WitcherySAL and you want to start a new witch that you don't have, comment down below and use the hashtag or use the keyword Autumn Lane WitcherySAL. If you don't want to be entered into the giveaway, don't use it as all one word. If you're saying, oh, this is a great hashtag, I'm going to totally join in and I've already got this, but don't get me into the giveaway. Well, you could also just say, I don't want to be in the giveaway. Or, no, don't say giveaway. See, these things are helpful if you think about it beforehand. So if you don't want to be in the giveaway, put spaces in the Autumn Lane WitcherySAL. And I won't, the random comment generator that I will be pulling from, I won't pull your comment that way. So if you do want in on it, use it all in one word, and that way I can know that you want. I will then, once I do the drawing, which will be in about 2 weeks when I do my next video, if you I'll get in contact with you and we'll get the details of how we're going to get which one you want and how we're going to get it to you. I think it would be pretty easy to get it shipped to you. If you're in the United States, it'll be pretty easy to get a paper pattern shipped to you. If you're outside the United States, I I'm going to work on figuring out how we could try to get a PDF sent to you. I'll get with, I'm going to message the Aaron and Cassandra, who gave us a lovely shout out on their Instagram page about this. I'm hoping that works out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so doesn't, yeah, we'll figure it out. I did the PDF patterns just because they're easy. I use a iPad or a tablet to stitch from, and so that's pretty easy for me to skip the step of scanning it in and then doing it. But we'll figure it out, and we will make it work. So if you're interested in this portion of the giveaway, Autumn Lane WitcherySAL, no spaces. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the other parts of this giveaway that I'm going to be doing. And so next up, we have a piece of fabric. This is a 32 count Lugana in Stellar, which is, and it's from Picture This Plus. It's a nice purpley blue with some pretty modeling on it. This is an 8. It's an 11 by 17 piece of fabric. See the sticker from 123 Stitch. So if you would like the fabric, put Stellar in your comment. And then it's the only piece of fabric that I'm giving away though is this Lugana. I know there are people that do not like even weave or linen and love Aida. I just don't have a lot of Aida. I enjoy Aida, but I don't have a lot of Aida in my stash. So Stellar it is. If this is something that you would like, put Stellar in your comment. Now, you probably have noticed, if you've been here before, seen the needle minders that I have on a lot of my pieces. I make quite a few needle minders from agate slices that I have purchased online, and then I put a magnet on them. And so I have a few that I want to give away. So the first one we have is this lovely pink one. So this is the way, it has a nice magnet to it. It is, so this one, the keyword will be pink. And then this is a lovely greenish one. It's it's a little translucent, but it definitely has a green cast to it. So put green in your comment. And this one is one of the black ones, which I really like. It does have some like translucency to it, so maybe it's like gray and black, but it's really cool. I really enjoy these black ones too. So put black. And then this last one is kind of like a cloudy color, but with the like brown on the edges. I just like these. They're very like natural. I mean, they're all natural, but as far as I know, I don't think you can make these. But put cloud in your comment if this is the one that you want. So cloud, black, green, or pink are your options, are the options for the needle minders. And it should be pretty easy to ship those even outside the country. So if you're in the UK or something, or in Canada, I can make that work. So don't worry about that. Feel free to enter. Again, there is an Autumn Lane stitchery pattern, a witch of some kind. So it could be the Bewitched pattern, it could be the Collectors, it could be Lunar Witch, Moon's Out, Broom's Out. There's lots of witches. I'll get in contact with you about which one that you're wanting and how we'll get that. So once I do the drawing, I will comment on your comment, and you can email me or message me on Instagram, and we can get the details worked out from there. Same thing with all the other things for your address and all that, so I can do it. Rules of the giveaway these are standard rules. You have to be over 18 so that you could legally give me your address. Everybody says that. I haven't actually looked that up, but that's what everybody says. So I'm not going to, I'm going to abide by it because I don't want to go try and figure out if that's the actual law, or I have no reason to believe it's not, but it's one of those things that, you know, everybody says. So anyway, so 18 years of age or older, do not put giveaway in your comment, and do not, or free, or, you know, something that's kind of obvious, or I will delete the comment, because we don't want trolls here. And yeah, let's see what else. You'll have about 2 weeks after my next video to respond. If I don't hear back from you after my next video goes up and the next one is done, I will have redrawn and I'll go with somebody else. But I haven't done a whole lot of giveaways, but I haven't really had that problem. So, and then I will get it shipped out. I'll probably be quicker this time than I was last time. Sorry about that, Sarah. Okay, so I have one FFO, which is a start, a finish, and an FFO all within the last, well, I started on September 28th, and I finished stitching it on October 2nd, and then FFO'd it on October 3rd, and it is hanging on my wall right here. So this is part of the, Halloween Cacti by Llama Stitch on Etsy. And so the piece itself is more than this. I'm just doing parts of it individually. And so let's see, I have a picture of it somewhere. I had it, I did, yes, here it is. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the Etsy pattern, and then I did the jack-o'-lantern there, and then I'm going to be doing Frank, and then I think I'm going to be doing the skull, but that's still a maybe. But I'm doing them individually, and then putting them on canvases, stretching them over craft canvas that I got at the local craft store. I get them at Michael's. I got this one at Michael's. I do add a layer of batting to on top of the canvas, so it kind of looks a little like puffier. It's not, you know, so that kind of helps. Anyway, I did a conversion to sulky threads. This is on 32 count Lugana from Jody, part of her Fabric of the Month club that I have received in the past. And then you'll see another one I've started, Frank. So he will be coming up shortly. But this is this great little pattern. Now I did change it a little bit at the bottom because the actual pattern is that they're on a shelf. It was just flat. I added some black and kind of made it to where it's a little raised in the middle there. So hopefully it's kind of a little bit more actual pumpkin-like. But yeah, jack-o'-lantern and mother-in-law plant or snake's tongue, which is at least the American names of the plant, common names. I often will say mother-in-law's tongue, which is not the actual, like, it's a combination of the two. It's the mother-in-law plant or snake's tongue. But yeah, that's what it is. This is an example of one. Not a very healthy one, but I'm not great at growing them, apparently. But anyway, so, and this is one, what normally is up here is my Bee Whale and Stitch. And so I took that down to switch out for some Halloween decorations. I'm going to, as I get other ones done, I will be adding additional spots, or I'll put them up somewhere else. I'm going to leave Prudence up and the piece for Brianna as well. But I have used this as a holiday decoration spot anyway, so that will happen. not time, Augie. It's not time. Okay, so next up we have a start, and it's Frank. So this is my little start of Frank and the cactus on his, and you can see I've got some of his forehead and then the black as to the bottom. This is another piece of Jody fabric, and it's just an orange, and then I'm using the sulky threads. It's doing pretty good. The black on here is a little less great coverage-wise, but it's always hard to get that right. It doesn't look bad in the picture, and from far away it looks great, looks fine. It's just, you know, when you're up close, black is not always great. What are you doing? Okay, there is a toy. Got it. Cool. Oh, that's gonna be so... Augie, hey. Come here. Let me see it. Drop it. Go get it. Frank. Sorry. There may be some crinkling. This is a dog toy that has crinkle in it that Augie is obsessed with at the moment. So I apologize. Frank, new start. I started this yesterday, and yeah. This will be part of my WIPGO. I hadn't really checked for the October numbers, but it's so okay. The called for I got was to my slot that I had already done, which was finished blueberry, which I had done earlier this year. And then the other one was 5 days on Woodland Santa, which is the Autumn Lane Stitchery piece. And I have still on my board, I had a slot that was 5 days on Halloween. And I switched those because after this month, I'm not really going to want to work on Halloween, and I will want to work on Christmas. So I switched them because this just makes more sense. So I'm going to do 5 days on Halloween. I'll probably get him knocked out during that time. And I've got plenty of other stuff that I'm working on that's Halloween-y, so that'll be part of my 5 days. But okay, so we've got Frank. Next up, we are moving into some whips. Okay, so the next one I have is a relatively recent start. So this is, I mean, in the last 3 months. Okay, this is Quantio Acto from Long Dog Samplers, which translates to the pointed fifth. And it's this beautiful giant piece. It's not, yeah. From Long Dog, kind of based on Gothic architecture, and it has a beautiful different images with different creatures, well, animals and all sorts of scenes. So I am working on this. It's a big one. It takes at least a half yard of fabric, if not more. But I am working on a piece of 36 count vintage country mocha from Zweigart. Linen, and this is where I'm at. Let me take this side off so you can see the edge. Okay, so since the last time you saw this, I have finished up this peacock piece, and I also did down here, and then I worked my way up here. So this peacock scene is done in a Mrs. Seda silk called Darling, which is a beautiful teal blue variegation. It kind of goes from teal to blue and then back in one length. It goes from one to the other, and so it's just gorgeous. It's really beautiful. I love this color. I'm doing another Long Dog in that color. The New Normal, I have that going completely in that color. So I just pulled a couple links from that, and I got this peacock done. There is another peacock that will be 2 more seams down, and I'm going to use the same color again. I am doing the majority of the border and stuff in this beautiful Silks for You hank. This is PR167. It's a beautiful rainbow color. Not so much on the yellow, and the green is kind of smaller, but it is beautiful and I love this. I love these colors. So that's what I am doing all of the borders in, so you can see it there. This was a seahorse that I did in this Threadworks color. I don't remember the number, but it's mellow yellow. I talked about it a few videos back. And the ducks here are done in two different colors, a Mississauga silk. We've got Oxide on this side and then Midnight, which are kind of, they're colors that are kind of near each other. So, but they're beautiful variegation, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to do. I did one half and then I switched over into the other half, and I really love it. So I'm kind of trying to make my way up and to see, you know, how I'm doing. I'm at about 6%. I'm over 6%, but not much more over 6%. So this is quite a bit of stitching, and there's quite a bit more to do, but it's really nice. It's really easy stitching. I'm using Pattern Keeper on this one. And so that's why I know it's 6%, and I'm not like counting or any of that stuff. It counts for me. So yeah, pointed fifth, long dog samplers, great piece. Will take a long time to finish. Okay, so next up we have the Cryptid Sal from the Witchy Stitcher, which I've not done a whole lot on since the last time. I've done a little bit, but it's barely, you might not notice it. I looked at the video and I was like, oh, I did do a little bit. So I'm still on Mothman. I've done him, I just need to finish up his border and then move on to one of the other creatures. There are 3 others out now. We've got the Nightcrawlers, the Enfield Horror, and then over here we've got the Jersey Devil, and that Jersey Devil is just so cute. I definitely, with all of the different Halloween and everything, it's been like, I haven't wanted to stitch on this because there's a lot of black. I'm using Anchor Black, and also a color of Anchor for this cream color. That was more because they were out of that color of DMC. But I'm really enjoying the Anchor Black. And so, yeah, I am continuing to do that. I do like the coverage a little bit better than 310. But yeah, this is on a 32 count Lugana from Be Stitch Me in the colorway Phoenix. Beautiful color, you know, bright yellow, a little bit of orange fire kind of modeling to it. It's gorgeous. This is just gonna be so good. So that is the Witchy Stitcher Cryptid Sal, and I will be continuing to work on this, and that would also count towards my 5 days of Halloween, so I can work on that as well. And this bag that I have is one of several from the same person. This is Stone Horse Stitching on Etsy. She makes great project bags that you can fit 11 by 11 Q-snaps in. Some of them are fabric on the front, some are vinyl front. I have a couple more that I'm going to show in haul a little later. And then I have one more of hers. This was also a really cool Halloween one that she did. I don't know that she has much Halloween up right now, but more fall stuff. So this is Potions and Spells by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Another great option for a Autumn Lane Witchery start or continue to work on. I have changed this one as well to make the magic an electric blue. And but otherwise I've done the called for. Now, this is with 310. It's not with Anchor Black, but if I was starting this again, it would be with Anchor Black. And see, for the most part I've worked down here, so this is the bottom. I've gotten to the bottom, and then this is the bottom corner. There's some black that'll go up, I just haven't done that yet. But this like bookshelf down here I've been working on, and then this skull candle thing, candle holder, and there's a candle, there's a flame that'll go there. But I've just been kind of working on that, and enjoying this. This is a 32 count Lugana from Jody. She was kind of experimenting with this kind of style of dyeing, and she was giving it away on Etsy, and I got it last year. I was like, hey, I would stitch something like this, which is not this piece. And then by the time I got this piece in the mail, Potions and Spells came out. I was like, yes, I need to do that one. So I really enjoy, this was my first witch that I purchased, and I have been working on it, but it is slow. There's a lot of stitches to do, and so that's what we got. Okay, next up, we have Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile, from Bella Filipina Designs. This is a wonderful piece. I saw this when it was announced and knew I had to do it. I love ancient history. Cleopatra is not somebody that I'm like obsessed with, but certainly the ancient Romans were very influential on my I have a great enjoyment towards them, and she definitely has a very important part of history. So I really liked that, and this is how far I've gotten on her. Now, I've done quite a bit since the last time I finished her hair. I've done a lot of her headdress, her face, quite a bit. So we've got quite a lot of movement on her and her throne. It does, some of the like sparkle or that kind of stuff is not showing up as well in this light. In person, you can see it. It's not quite showing, it's kind of bleeding into the fabric a little bit, unfortunately. But it looks great in person. So, and I got her jewel up here. See, this is a 32 count linen from Be Stitch Me in orange or blood orange, which is a gorgeous orange to purple, and some different yellows in it. Last video I showed it on, I had took it out of the Q-snap and put it on, ironed it and put it on a board, and you could see the full fabric. It's going to be gorgeous. It is gorgeous. You just don't get all of it in the Q-snap. But this is where I'm working. Did a skin conversion for her with the help of Kate Stitchy Aardvark. We had done one, and then I had done a different one, and then I went and said, hey, Kate, what was that again? Because I want to change mine to look like yours. So the odd thing with this one is, unlike most of like the Mirabilias or other ladies, the skin is 4 colors. You've got like a main color, a highlight, a shadow, and then like a deep shadow. And so that's a little different than the 3-tone version that you have in a lot of the other ones. So we had to kind of play around with that. And then on the metallics, I've switched them all to Petite Treasure Braid, and I'm doing them a mix of 2 and 1 strand. So the bottom leg is 1 strand, and then I do the top leg and 2 strands. And it gives me the right amount of fullness. It's not super, it doesn't make it look like there's just like more hole than coverage, and so it's working for me. But this is Cleopatra. Again, she's gorgeous. Love her. Gonna keep working on her. Next up is Forest of Sumatra, and this I got out because I was watching Desert Stitcher. But this is the piece, this is from Ink Circles, Forest of Sumatra. It's one of her, Tracy's big patterns based on the Sumatran tapestries and needlework, maybe it's the phrase to say. Okay, I am doing this on a 36 count linen from Bestitch Me in Toast, and then the Called For Floss, which is Sumatra by Gloriana Silk, and it's a beautiful green to blue. It's actually more of like a dark, deep turquoisey blue, and then to a little bit of green. So it's so gorgeous. I finished up this whole thing. I also worked on this when I was watching Jessie Marie Does Stuff. Her whip parade she just did, that was like 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think. So I had been working on this, and then I worked on this and got almost all of this to the top, and then I finished the thread that I had and finished up this motif. So I'm not sure where I'm going to go next, if I'm going to work on the border down here or kind of move around. I think I may be time to move around a little bit, but it's an amazing piece. I'm more than a third of the way through, and so I'm just going to keep on working on it. And you know, oh, I need to fix that one. So anyway, Force of Sumatra, 36 count toast, and Sumatra Gloriana Silks. I'm doing it 2/1 or 2/2 on the 36 count. I like the fuller look, and it looks great to me. And these silks, they stitch up so well, but I wish I could stitch more things in them, but they are not the cheapest thing, but they are beautiful. I love these ones. Okay, now my last and pretty much my oldest whip, which I figured out when I was looking back at my book, is Country Magic Stitches Welcome to Naboo Vintage Travel Poster. Sorry it's in black and white, but you'll see. So it's a vintage style travel poster pattern, full coverage. It's not huge, but it is full coverage, so it takes a while. And this is where I'm at. This is a 18 count Ada in just white from Michaels. I did the Hoth one also on a similar fabric, and so I started this one last year. It's one of my oldest whips. I've got one more from before I started stitching again, really. And so there's that. And then I have a couple things that are on my last year's whip list that I'm not UFOing, but I'm not keeping them as an active whip. I guess it's sort of a UFO, but they're kind of, I'm not planning on working on them anytime soon, but I'm not ready to get rid of them either. So I'm pausing them, but I'll talk about that in my actual whip parade. I'm not going to show them in the whip parade, but well, maybe I will. Yeah, maybe I will. But I'll talk about them. Yeah, that would be a good idea. So, okay. Welcome to Naboo, 18 count Ada, called for DMC. It's a lot of stitching, but I have finished up all of the waterfall and worked more on the buildings, and I'm getting close to more than halfway done. The halfway mark is about here, and so I've done some more, and so I need to kind of do a little bit more, definitely, to be more than halfway, but that's going to be, it's a pretty easy stitch. This is also my travel piece. When I go to Arkansas, I will take this with me, because if I'm riding in the car, I can stitch on this easier because it's Ada than an even weave or a linen. Is a little harder sometimes to find the holes and when you're jostling around. But yes, so that's all the stitching. 44 minutes. Okay, I do have quite a bit of haul, because we have the fall or the autumn equinox box from Bestitch Me, and then I got more of my stuff in last week. Last time I did a video, there was not very much, and more stuff of like the monthly clubs and that stuff has come in. So first up, let's talk about, wait, where's the other one? is, uh-oh, a bag disappeared. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. I ordered some more bags. I mentioned this from Stonehouse Stitching on Etsy, Rebecca, and they came in and they're gorgeous and they're beautiful fall bags that she put up a couple weeks ago or last week maybe. But yeah, so these are vinyl front style, but they are also big enough that you can fit an 11 by 11 Q-snap in. This is a beautiful fall leaves, and then the back is this gorgeous green fabric, and then there's a little pumpkin jack-o'-lantern zipper pull. And then the other one, I've already put something in it. It's kind of like shoved in there and not really fully in there because of the, it's the Autumn Lane Stitchery Autumn Town. And then this is, of course, the perfect fabric for it. Beautiful pumpkins, definitely. And then the back is this gorgeous, more green fabric. I loved it. So I'm putting Autumn Lane Stitchery Autumn Town in here to be used, and then yeah, it's gonna be perfect. And her bags are great. They're pretty reasonably priced in my opinion, and it includes shipping, at least in the United States, in Etsy. So it's been really good. I've purchased several bags from her and given some away to some friends. So I would recommend her as well. Okay. Now, I don't have all of them, or I don't have the patterns. So I was on Etsy and I saw some patterns. I was like, oh, that might be cute. But that's a pretty big chunk of one color. Would it be cool to do that in a variegated? Oh, wouldn't it be cool to do that in a sulky variegated? And I answered yes to all of these questions. And so I got to poking around on Sulky's website and I ordered some bigger spools of certain of their variegated floss, which is called blendables. So I ordered 6 spools of the 300 yard size of different variegated flosses. 1 spool of each color that I got. So I got 6 different colors. I went with some blues and reds. And so I don't have the names of these, but I have their color number, which is, this one is 4083. It's a beautiful light blue. There's definitely some purple in it. It looks like a nice, sky, but not like, it's not just light blue. I mean, it's got variegation to it. And then this is 4055, and it's a darker blue. I think it's called like In the Navy or Navy Ocean or something. I'm not sure the name, but it's a gorgeous blue and it's got purples in it, but it's more in that vein. And then I got this dark blue, which is definitely very dark. I think it's midnight or something along those lines. But the number is 4022 on this one. But it's definitely got several different colors in it. And then this is 4005. And it's a beautiful orangey pink color. And then 4035, a beautiful rosy pink color. And these are variegated, but I think it comes across on the screen is not quite. 4042, and that's a darker red. They're not metallic, but it looks like, at least the way I'm seeing the screen, it looks kind of metallic-y. It's not metallic-y at all. But yeah, so I kind of picked up some easy, cheap patterns on Etsy, and I have them. I haven't started them, but that was kind of the idea. And then I purchased some of that. Speaking of sulky though, I also went ahead and got the bigger, or the second set of the Dream Assortment number 2. I purchased number 1 a few months ago. And then I ended up getting the second one to get some more colors. This one comes with 80 spools, 64 solids, and 16 blendables. But these spools are 50 yards versus the 300 yards of the other size. And so I have used a few of these in my conversion for the Frank and Jack-o'-lantern and skull piece, the Halloween cacti. But I got this at Target online. It's not in store, and it's not actually sold by Target, but it's through their website. It's like sold by somebody else, but you can buy it through Target. Because it was Target, I could get free shipping with my red card. I also got 5% off with my red card, so it was a pretty good deal. It was cheaper than if I bought this on Sulky's website, significantly. I mean, like, not like triple digits, but definitely like double digits. So I didn't have to pay triple digits. Let's say it that way. Okay, so I also got my fabric of the month in from several places. So first up, we've got PB&J. This is from Fortnite Fabrics and their famous duos. It's the club that I'm in. And this is a 32 count Lugana. And it's this gorgeous purple and brown, like peanut butter and jelly, like grape jelly. So I love it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do on it yet, but it's gonna be gorgeous. It is gorgeous fabric and it's gonna be great. I have my fabric from Brandy at Bee Stitch Me. Her fabric of the month, I get both her colorful and her neutral. And I've been getting in the Jobelin for both, but I'm going to be changing that up soon, I hope. So this is Jobelin 32 count in the colorful selection this month, which is Pumpkin Patch. I'm pretty sure this is one that like has been out, but you know, can you see the like jack-o'-lantern looking there? Like, see about where my head is? Doesn't that look like a jack-o'-lantern? I mean, looks like that to me. But yeah. Gorgeous fabric, very beautiful. It's like, it's not really a black, it's more like a dark green kind of modeling. Like, you know, you get like the stem and the kind of like the leaves of the pumpkin, or, you know, that kind of feel than like black to it. And then After the Harvest is the other color that, this is her neutral colorway. And again, gorgeous. It's kind of that same, like, this seems a little bit more black than the dark green, but it is really gorgeous. So I love this one as well. No specific plans at this point for either of those, but they are gorgeous. Oh, I also got from Brandy my silks, they were back ordered silks for Cleopatra, and these are two of the Karen Water Lilies. This is Rye. It's the same color, but we need two skeins. And it's like this gorgeous light brown, yellow, golden color. So, variegation. Okay, I did get my Expo order in. I ordered two charts from Abby Top Knot Stitcher, and I got Cleopatra from Bindi Stitchy. I loved this piece, and it would be a very quick, well, not very quick, but quicker than that Cleopatra. And I liked that. I also got from Tiny Modernist her Moths and the Moon piece, which is gorgeous. Those moths are so pretty. And yeah, it's charted in DMC or Anchor, and it's gorgeous. So definitely want to do that. And yeah. And then from Abby, I got a freebie, the Sunflower Cat, which is this nice little piece, also in sulky threads. The Cleopatra is in sulky as well. It's the same color pack as the Moo the Merrier set that they did for the last expo. And I think both of these colors should be in the Moo the Merrier pack from Abby's. If not, I think I have them. But yeah. So those two, and then I got my Threadworks nest egg from 3L Threads. 3L Threads nest egg program, I think there's a wait list, but it's through Facebook. There's a group, and then there's like a Google form to fill out. So the way it works is you pay an invoice at the beginning of the month, or well, at the end of the month, the last few days of the last month, and then you will get a set of threads that she is mailing out, and she's going in alphabetical order. So you join wherever you are, wherever she is in the set, and then she will send you 10 skeins, is this one. I don't know that all of them are 10, but it's explained in there. And then you get the where you are, where she is in the alphabet, until she gets back around to the where you are, where you started. So, okay, so we've got, this is 10611, which is mythical, which is a nice like gray green color. That's a nice color, maybe. 1127 Napa Vines, which is a beautiful purple to light lavender creamy color, or white almost. 1017, this is Overcast, which is a beautiful, it's more variegated than that. I don't know, maybe I have too strong of light. I switched to a different camera. That may be a little better. We're gonna go with that. I got a new phone, that's why I switched to a new camera. And so it's, I'm still adjusting to that. Okay, 10242, this is Ocean Eyes. My old phone was an old iPhone 7, so I got a new iPhone, and it's very different. And the camera is a lot better. 1093 or Ocean Coral, beautiful pink. Kind of like it's not super bright, but a nice like muted pink. 10770 Nutmeg, beautiful color. I love that one. 10261 Nature's Berries, also a beautiful purple, like a plum reddish color to blue. 1116 Nantucket, which is a beautiful like sage green pink cream color. 10721, which is Orange Swirl. Again, another beautiful color. It's coming off super vibrant. It's not that vibrant, but it's vibrant. 1059 Mystique, a beautiful green emeraldy color into like a light teal variegation on it. So that's that. That's on my regular haul and my monthly clubs. And then I have the Bestitch Me Autumn box. I did get the full box this time instead of just the fabric and silks. And so I had done that the last time, and so I'm going to go through the whole box. So if you haven't seen this and you don't want to see what's in here, look away. So first of all, we got a project bag, which is, hold on. I need to get the card because it's saying A&D Designs. And it's this gorgeous fall project bag that's got scarecrows on it. Beautiful piece. Inside fabric is gorgeous as well. Very farmy. Nice piece. We also got a cross stitch desk organizer from Allegro Stitches on Etsy, which is this thing. It's kind of like it sits on your desk and you can put stuff in here. There's pockets on the side. You can put your different tools in there, your scissors, whatnot. There's a cool thread laying tool with a sheath to it that you can use there. We've got a coordinating needle. It's a Frogger, and then also a scissor pull, which is another pretty color fall. And then there's this really cool needle minder. Sorry for the glare. We also got a Mill Hill kit, the buttons and beads, and this is the Autumn series, and this piece is Autumn Swing. So that's what it looks like, the kit and everything. There's also some thread drops, and they're kind of cut into like a cool, they're wooden and cut into a shape like a acorn sort of leaf. Oak leaf? It's not really an oak leaf, it's more maple. Anyway, and then there's silks and fabric. And I think that's everything. I think I covered everything. And there's also candy, but I'm not going to show you my candy haul. Okay, so we've got acorns, which is this beautiful color here. We've got honeycomb. Again, gorgeous. Guardian. This one doesn't have a sticker, but it's a beautiful plum color. Tuscan, also gorgeous. Mud Skipper. Yep. Sage, which is not very green. It's more like a brown sage. There's some green to it. It's got green to it, but it's not bright green. Sage green isn't really bright, but and then tea leaf is this beautiful variegated one that we get 50 yards of. The other ones, they're 10 yards skeins of the silk, and it's 6-ply mulberry silk. So and then the fabric. So I went with the 36 count linen because I knew that kind of getting more into linen in the last 6 months, and really Forest of Sumatra is a big help to that. That was part of an early WIPCO goal, was to get a third of the way done, and I beat my butt to do it, but I stitched on linen a lot because that was linen and it wasn't that bad. And you can get a deeper color than you can in the even weave, and so I just, fall, I knew it was going to be deep and they're going to be vibrant, and so I switched to the linen. I also did that for the winter one, but that's not here yet. So this is Harvest. Gorgeous color, gorgeous, beautiful. Love that. Acorns, which is this one. So pretty. Oh, that's so good. Yep. And fall foliage. Oh, this is so good. Oh my God. Oh, so good. So beautiful. I just love the way that Brandy's fabrics, it's like one side is one color and the other side is different, and you've got it. Just, I think it works really well, and they can be really beautiful. Makes pieces so gorgeous. And then this, I'm not sure how to say this word. It's Mabon. I think Mabon. Mabon. I'm not sure. I don't know the reference. So, but it's so pretty too. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love this. I love all these pieces. I love all of her fabric, but so glad I went with the linen because this, yeah, these colors are just so deep and beautiful. Okay, so that's everything. I feel like I've been talking really fast, but I knew I had a lot to go over, and so I didn't want this to be a 2-hour long video. If you had to slow down because you normally watch me at 1.5 speed, I'm sorry. But I appreciate that. I don't really have any books to talk about. I haven't finished any books recently, so I just don't really have anything new to talk about in that arena. But several books and series that I have been reading were released recently, and I am kind of been on a podcast kick instead of on a book kick. And so I've been binging some podcasts, not like new ones or things, but just more listening to that than to books. But I will get back into books. This is just kind of the cycle that I go through. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. So, thank you all for staying, those that you did to the very end. I appreciate you. And have a good stitchy week. Please leave me a comment down below if you'd like to enter the giveaway. As I said earlier, all the keywords are back before, so go check that out. If you skip to the end to see if you could get to the giveaway, sorry, go back to more towards the beginning. And yeah, please join us for the Autumn Lane Witchery Sal. It'll be great. Nitya and I are very excited to be doing this and to be, seeing how we all are doing. And I said this yesterday when I filmed, but I didn't say it today. For me, at least, part of the reason why I think this is a great idea is that the Autumn Lane stitchery pieces are gorgeous. You can see. There are a lot of stitches. They just are. You get a lot of great look to them, and Aaron really knows what he's doing, and those different parts have a reason to be there and they make sense. But it's still a lot of stitching. And so if we can, oh my goodness, excuse me, so bad. If we can encourage each other to keep on going in these pieces, I think that would be great. To push and to really get some great progress on all of these different pieces. I think that would be great. I'm really looking forward to starting Bewitched, continuing to work on potions and spells, and I will be adding the hashtag to potions and spells after the 15th when I post about it, because it's for everything. And I know other people that are going to be starting some. I'm trying to convince more people, so please join if you would. And so have a great stitchy week, and I will see you in the next video. And I don't know where my clicker went. I found it, but it may not work. So, all right, everybody, have a good one.